Central Valley offers meth manufacturers, specifically the Mexican drug cartel, a couple of things that are very important to them. An endless supply of laborers, seclusion. You're cooking in a basement at a ranch in a citrus grove at 3 in the morning. It's awful hard to find you. And we want one way in and one way out. We want to watch one road, and there's minimized law enforcement contact. When you are in the eastern Fresno County in the middle of nowhere, believe me, there's one deputy that has to patrol all of that area, and that's what they want, and we offer that. They have chemical routes that have been set up for decades. You know, they always smuggled marijuana, they always smuggled brown heroin, and then tar heroin, then cocaine for the Colombians. So now to smuggle chemicals here from Mexico is not very hard at all, right up Highway 99. And then you turn around and then you dump off those chemicals or you dump off those drugs, and then you load money and you head right back to Mexico with the money in the hidden compartments. That's one of the reasons we're always busy on the 99 corridor. The biggest change that we've seen is that a lot of these groups now have gone underground. They used to dump their lab waste everywhere. Now they're cooking in the basement of a house in a citrus grove in eastern Fresno County, and they're burying their waste on the property. From 2000 to 2006, we estimate between 5 and 7 million pounds of lab waste has been deposited either in the vineyards or the canals in the Central Valley. When you manufacture methamphetamine, you generate between 4 to 6 pounds of lab waste for every 1 pound you manufacture. These groups will often manufacture 100 pounds in a cooked cycle. So you'll turn around and have close to 600 pounds of waste. And we sat and watched them pouring this waste right into a canal that is irrigating crops. Methamphetamine now is probably the #1 abused drug in the world. Right now they estimate there's about 26 million methamphetamine abusers, and that is more abusers than all of cocaine and heroin combined. It's a drug where people go on binges for days at a time and they can't get off the drug. And when you're using a drug like that, you lose the ability to parent. Everything that was important to you isn't important to you anymore. The biggest thing you'll see with crystal meth is the weight loss, the sunken cheeks, the hygiene where they have sores on their bodies, they've lost a lot of weight, their teeth rot. The crimes that are most associated with methamphetamine are auto thefts, spousal abuse, child abuse, assaults. Believe me, when you're a meth addict and you're spun out and you're dealing with paranoia and everybody is your worst enemy, you have assaults that are associated with that. We used to have hundreds of super labs in this state. You know, we've dropped it down now where we're in the low 40s. 37 states in the United States have some type of controls on pseudoephedrine. California, we limit individual sales to 9 grams, which to most people is 3 boxes. Ordinances are being passed in Fresno County. All pseudoephedrine has to be behind the counter. Anytime you make a drug, you have to have what's called a precursor chemical. The precursor becomes the drug. In methamphetamine, it's ephedrine, which is a bronchial dilator, or pseudoephedrine, which is a decongestant. It's the same thing we all buy at the stores anytime we have a cold. The biggest change we ever saw in methamphetamine occurred in the 70s. Back in the days when outlaw motorcycles made meth, okay, they made DL meth. When it transitioned over to pseudoephedrine as the chemical, they made D-meth. The meth is twice as potent as it used to be. The big transition, probably from 2002 to now, 2006, is the large increase in meth manufacturing in Mexico. And now if you read a lot of statistical data out there, some DEA reports, they'll tell you up to 70% of the meth coming into the United States now is coming out of Mexico, and it's being smuggled across the southwest border. Let me tell you, there's one reason why you have drug traffickers, because you have drug consumers. And if you educate those children, if you educate everyone, you teach those parents what to look for in their children, and you stop the drug users, then you're going to stop the distribution. But it's just a huge task to take on.